Hey YouTubers, this is my video review of the Voyager Earth Mode Optimus Prime. Let's give you a little close up. I don't really like the packaging on this too much. It wastes quite a lot of space. I mean, the figure really isn't, in vehicle mode, he really isn't that big, so he does waste a bit of space. I'll give the packaging I'll give it about a 7.5 because it does waste a bit of space. This might be a two-part video because I'm going to go into more detail since he's a Voyager. So I'm going to open him up and show him to you here in a minute. Okay, so here is Voyager Optimus outside of the packaging. He might look a little different. Maybe you probably can't know. You probably didn't notice it. But if you look, the top lights are yellow. They don't come yellow. I painted those myself with some of this. It's testers. Yellow, some kind of yellow. It's not basic yellow. It's some type of lighter yellow. But yeah, I didn't like the way he looked in the regular mode. Coming right out of the box, I noticed that they weren't yellow, and I was just like, wait a minute, that don't look right. So I went and painted it. Looks a lot better in my opinion. Just give you another view. You know, it does look better in my opinion. It adds the details this figure needs, really. There he is in his alt mode, you know, with the big stupid thing on the back, which I don't ever recall him having in the show. His little squirt gun, you know, it does squirt water, but I'm not a big fan of that kind of thing, so I didn't really put water in it. I'm just gonna take it off. I really don't like it. So yeah, he looks better without it, anyways. Yeah, as you can see, it definitely looks better. Looks definitely more like a truck than a fire truck. Looks more like a diesel, even though he's supposed to be a fire truck, I think. But yeah, anyways, you'll notice that instead of that being red, it's blue. It's supposed to be blue and then red, like in the show, but it's all one piece. It's all one blue piece where they just painted this part red. In my opinion, that is the only negative. Besides, they didn't paint the yellow on the top here for the lights. That's the only negative. There's gaps right here. In the front, I guess the grill area. I'm not going to really consider that a negative on this figure because the figure is so nice. Plus, you kind of can't see it too good since when you look at it, if there's no light going behind it, it's kind of black. So, you know, there's all the shadow behind it. But yeah, the figure rolls this time. You know, unlike this guy who doesn't roll. You just kind of have to scoot him. He doesn't roll. But this guy rolls really good. I mean, if I wanted to, I could push him right off the table. So yeah, really good rolling movement. All wheels roll very well. These are supposed to be windows right here. They're not painted. They're just plastic. They haven't been painted over. I might try to go and paint those if I find a suitable color. But yeah, that is the vehicle mode. It's a really nice mode. I'm gonna have to count the fact that they didn't paint the lights in the review. I'm gonna take a point off from that not being red. I mean, I understand it has to be one piece, but you know, it's still not very accurate to the show. So if it wasn't for those two things, this guy would be a 10, but he's a 9, which is still a really damn good score. So I'm going to compare him now. From the side, they're sort of the same size. I mean, I think he's a little longer, but he's about the size of a deluxe in his vehicle mode. They're about as tall. I have to tilt it here a little. Let's see. Yeah, they're about as tall. He's a little bit taller. He doesn't have a trailer hinge, which is actually a good thing, because you know, this one spreads the legs a little bit too far apart. But I'm guessing if he had a weapon, if he had a weapon like he does, if he had the same axe, it would be the same way. He'd have his legs with the axe going through it. But yeah. They're both great figures. You don't really see an Autobot symbol on the Earth mode like you do on this one. So I think that's pretty cool that he has it, and it's pretty cool that he doesn't have it. You know, they're both different figures. They're both Optimus Prime, but they're both different figures at the same time. However, their robot modes are kind of the same in certain ways. So I'm gonna transform him now, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so here is Voyager Optimus in robot mode. As you can see, he looks really awesome. I mean, I was impressed by the deluxe Cybertron mode Optimus Prime, but this one is fantastic in his robot mode. And by the way, these videos, they really do not do justice to the figures. The figures look so much better. I mean, I just can't describe how much better they look in person than in my videos, and other people's videos too, I'm sure.